Okay, welcome back to the full regex in Excel course. This episode is going to be all about special characters. So we've covered character classes already, how to pull out specific things like digits, word characters. We've covered quantifiers, i.e. how many of those things. And this lesson will be kind of the end of the basics, where if you have these three down, you can do most patterns. So the first special character is going to be a dot. So if I say REGEXTRACT from here, our pattern is just a dot, and let's get all matches. It's going to pull out every individual single character. So that's useful for things like if I had Mercedes C class G class A class, then I could say our regex pattern is dot dash class, and let's search in this string, and we'll pull out those things there. So anything, a dot, then dash class. Now let's say we wanted to search for class with a full stop on the end. If I put a full stop here, that won't work because it means any character. So the next special we have is a backslash, and a backslash escapes the normal usage. So if I said backslash dot at the end, I'll only get one of them out. It's this end A class because it ends with a full stop. And that backslash will escape anything. So earlier where we talked about word characters, where we said REGEXTRACT from here, you know, backslash W, any word character. Let's put that in quotations. If we wanted to search for the literal backslash W, let's just put it in here. So backslash W. You'll see at the end, we'll be getting that out. We'll be getting the W out. If we put a backslash in front, it escapes the normal usage. So now we're literally looking for backslash W, and we get it pulled out of here. So backslash can turn on special uses, or it can turn it off. Next up, we have the caret and the dollar. So this is starts with or ends with. So let's say REGEXTRACT from here. Let's do our pattern as with. That will find the word with in there. But if I say it has to start with that, I'd put a caret in front, and that's not true, but it does start with start. So start, there we go, it pulls it out. And with a dollar, it means ends with. However, the only difference is you don't put it before the word, you put it after the word. So if it ends with, let's put a dollar, ends with start, I'll fail. If I put with, then that's correct because it ends with that. So you can use both of those together to search for kind of exact full sentences. And I think in the next video, we'll do a whole example that brings everything together. So don't worry too much, we'll show more examples later. The next one is going to be a pipe. This works like an OR character. So we saw previously, we could kind of do an OR with square brackets. So if we come into here and we want to search for any vowels, we can say A, E, I, O, U, close the square brackets, let's pull them all out. There we go. So we get E and I. But this will kind of work as an OR kind of operator. So it will find one of these, but we can't search for like end or with. So end with, that won't work. It's doing it individual character by character. If we wanted to search for either end or with, we would use a pipe instead. So a pipe is an OR operator. So if I do that, we'll get both the words out. So let's show a more in-depth example using the pipe. This is an Excel challenge about elections. So we have these parties, and we need to count how many votes they get. One of the harder questions at the bottom is actually the hardest question of the case. They give you all of the votes as one string. Now, the problem is the B is contained in BW, and we also have a B in this YB. So if we said something like REGEXTRACT from here, and let's lock it, and we want this pattern, all matches, we're going to get all of the B's out, and so on and so on. The BWs, we won't overcount. These we won't overcount, but this, these B's will be counted twice because we'll be counting them in here and in here. So what we can do, and this is where another example where Excel and regex come together nicely. So we can say text join, and we're going to text join with a pipe. That's our OR operator in regex. We're going to join all of these things. And now this is our pattern to say we want to match on any of those like one by one, and it's an OR operator between them. However, one thing to be careful of is we need the longest string first. So we need BW and YB first. So we can actually say sort by the length of them. So how many characters they have. And we have some merged cells here that trip me up there. So let's correct that. And our sort order needs to be -1. And there we go. Now we have them in length order. So if I say REGEXTRACT from here, here's our pattern, and we want all matches, then we get all of the votes split down perfectly. So that's 2col There we go. And we can count all of those votes then. So this question was actually just asking which party got the most votes, how many votes was it. Once we have this set up, we can just count them. So you can do a group by or a pivot table or something like that. So group by these, here, rows, and we get all of the vote count out in a nice table. So yeah, regex and Excel working together really nicely there. Okay, some of these other special characters here we'll come to in other videos. So \1 is capture groups. We'll cover capture groups in a later session. But essentially, if you put brackets around things, you can recall them later with \1 would be whatever's in your first set of brackets, \2 your second set of brackets, and so on. Q and E is super useful. So because there are so many special kind of characters in Excel, we've got \W, \D plus, all of this stuff. Let's do some square brackets. If I was to extract that, so let's say extract this text, and let's actually pull our exact text there. So that's kind of the pattern we would want intuitively. So if I said regextract from this text, this pattern, then it's not going to work. This is going to go haywire because this is actually saying extract star, so 0 or more of nothing, and then open a capture group, but we don't close the capture group and special characters. That's horrible, and I wouldn't want to have to do this. So this is one way to do it. You could put a / before everything to cancel its special usage, like so. That might not even work. Yeah, it does. But that's extremely messy. So the easier way is if you put \Q before something and then \E at the end. I remember E as ends. Then it says ignore everything between the \Q and the \E in regards to special characters. So search for everything exactly between them and don't let any special characters take effect. So I've actually used this one in real life a lot of times. It's been super useful for something like bank statements where we want to reconcile them to customer accounts. Some customers might be called like *1 supplements, for example, could be anything. And if we wanted to search that as a exclusion, so something we wanted to filter out of the bank statements, we could use regex to efficiently search for it in our bank statement list. But that star would throw the whole thing off because it's a kind of special character. So instead, we just made sure in the formula that \Q and then \E wrapped everything, and then we searched exactly. So super useful. Another one which relates to capture groups, so we won't get into it now, is \K. If you name a capture group, then you can recall it with \K and then entering the name rather than doing this \1, 2, 3, and so on. So it allows for better documentation of your regex formulas, basically. So that's special characters. Let's do a few more regex golf exercises to put this into practice. We've done that one. We haven't done this one, so this is an anchor. You can see in grey because I've solved these before, but essentially we want to match all the words on the left and none on the right. All the words on the left end with K, so we can say K and then a $, because that means ends with. So K, but it ends with a K, we match everything. The next one is a challenge where you're not allowed to use a $, and everything ends with a U. So instead we can use the word boundary. So U and then a word boundary, we'll match those. Ranges I think we did in the last video. Back references we haven't covered yet. This is capture groups and back references, so we'll come to that another time. And then, yep, we could do this one. So I'm just going to clear out what I had before. This one is checking that all of the words move up in alphabetical order. So A, C, C, E, S, S, that is in alphabetical order. The words on the right are not. So with regex golf, you want to get the lowest score possible. So let's show a way that solves this, and then let's show a general way that works. So a way that solves this is to just have dot and then 5. So we want 5 characters. So we get most of them on the left because they're 5 or more, but we also get all those on the right. So let's say it starts with 5 characters and ends with 5 characters. So now we're just missing all the ones that are more than 5. So the longest words on the left here are actually 6. So let's put an optional, so dot question mark, so an optional anything, and then 5 characters. So now we're matching everything on the left and nothing on the right except this aureole. So let's change our, optional character start to make it an optional anything but not an O. So to do that, we can say anything that's not an O like that. So square brackets, the caret inside the square brackets negates it. So starts with something that's not an O and it's optional, and then 5 characters. Now this is kind of a cheat way to do this to get a low score on regex golf, but it doesn't really solve the general case of everything having to be in alphabetical order. So how could we do that? Well, we could say starts with A, and then if we put an asterisk, it's 0 or more of an A, and then we could say B, asterisk C, asterisk D, asterisk, and so on. And then by the time we get to Z, so I'll speed this up, And there we go. So we're matching everything on the right at the minute because we haven't finished off by saying ends with. So if we put ends with, so it starts with 0 or more A's, 0 or more B's, 0 or more C's, so, and then ends with 0 or more of Z, and that's going to force all of the characters to be in alphabetical order. So that's a general solution. And some of these regex codes for general solutions like that are long, but you can just kind of brute force them and they will work. Okay, so that's it for this video. Next time we'll do some more examples and then we'll be getting into the more advanced topics. So hopefully I'll see you then.